for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tigers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So LSU's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent.
There he goes. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Off the play fake on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback out.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running into the open space. Gets the first himself. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field.
Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
They were trying to find the edge there by swinging it out to the right, but there was no room to run.
Yeah, in order for that play to work, they're going to have to get better blocking up front.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash at 45 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
He fires one deep down the right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it
fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback just flat. Missed it. Incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Just a little off. Incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Slips through the line. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You could play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points in our deep.
Breaks into the open. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And first down for the offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He makes the ground, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. With the catch, it's Brown. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
LSU right back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Grab near the marker. It's Durham. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Clemson jumps to the line.
And it's so hard playing defense because they put guys in motion. Sometimes they give it to them, sometimes they don't. Nice job. They get the jet sweep outside right away. The defense doesn't react.
Running free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know coming into this game, this defense was worried about this guy catching the ball over their heads and behind them, but they weren't anticipating the jet sweep. When they see him outside wide like that, everybody starts shaking because he is so difficult to tackle. He puts on the jets, and he takes that long jet sweep to the house.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Off-play action on first down. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. Rides the back and leaves it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Off-play action. He's got him. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go.
Snags it on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Clemson. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 17 over New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turning it on. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll keep it himself. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. LSU quick to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab deep. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. LSU lining up 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trying to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tight end now in motion. Quarterback making checks. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. And he will score the question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The play-action fake. Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Intentional grounding.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Pressure coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Inside. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
To the air. It's Klubnik. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Tough determined run gets it down to the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They want that clock to run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here comes the heat. Got it behind the line. It's Sharp. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Looking to throw. Into the end zone he goes. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead stands at 11. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Reels it in down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score we did what we're supposed to.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside.
42, Clemson, 37.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Trailing late in the game, quarterbacks have to understand, I have to get rid of the football. I cannot take a sack.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Flyers downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward.
Right, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup.